I'm Tom Monington and I farm at Mapsons farm here in Sidlesham. I also farm over in Birdham, next door parish. The farm is a mixed farm, so we produce wheat, oilseed rape, grass for the cattle and the horses, and we conserve that as well. We also produce potatoes for Tesco's and proudly sell them on the front gate for the locals. We also produce a perennial crop of horseradish. We're very much a mixed farm, like I mentioned before. That really lends itself to a healthy ecosystem, but we're also very proud of producing food for the nation. So the cluster originally started during lockdown, and it was ignited by the ambition to try and increase certain species like lapwing and grey partridge that are becoming rarer and rarer on some farmland. And I randomly sent out some messages to see if there was any interest in any of the local farmers, and was absolutely knocked back by firstly the knowledge that was within some of the local farmers, but also the enthusiasm that they all wanted to make a difference. And when I say a difference, not only to the wildlife itself, but a difference to benefit the local community as well as future generations. Some of the great strengths of the group itself is the amazing mosaic patchwork of different enterprises within our group, as family farms producing from your small suckler grazing cattle who are sympathetic on the ground, to slightly more intensive vegetable production, to our neighbours who are producing dairy cattle. So it really does create a patchwork and difference in biodiversity, and that's really, really key when it comes to increasing our biodiversity. We're also doing some really exciting projects, and that includes planting new hedges. As you can see around me, these are all brand new hedges, and they're all very much safeguarded by some new fencing. So they're great habitat for farmland birds as well as insects and invertebrates. We're winter feeding grey partridge. We're producing some amazing wildflower plots in slightly less productive areas of the farm. So I think we have to find that balance between using good quality land for feeding the nation and also leaving some great and valuable strips and plots for the biodiversity and wildlife on our farms. And that you know, eventually finds that balance that we're after. Just looking at this hedge is a great example of one of the projects that we're doing as a group, and that's planting hedgerows. Fantastic habitat, and we've planted 12 kilometres of that over the last 8 to 10 years. Fantastic corridor for wildlife linking up all of our farms. We also do some hedge laying. Again, that's rejuvenating ancient hedgerows to make sure that they can live for another 200 years. You know, at the end of the day, they've been there longer than we have, and hopefully they'll remain there once we're no longer here for future generations.